Hello, welcome back to our channel. I am showing you today what we're buying for food for our large family for the whole month of July. I love to shop once a month. Keeps me out of the stores, helps me to stay in budget, and it is such a great feeling knowing we have all of the meals and all of the food that we need for the whole month right away. I also don't love shopping, so that's another thing. But sometimes we do have to go back for some fresh fruit in the middle. Although we do have dried fruit and frozen fruit we can use as well. So I just save a little money aside for stopping by in the middle of the month. Otherwise, we eat what we have. I'm gonna show you most of the food today, although I may stop at Costco still and add that at the end of this video. Today is Monday, that's the day we pick up our milk, and so that's what I started with. And a few days ago, I was out of town. My kids picked up Azure Standard for me. I'll show you that as well if I can remember to pull everything out because they put it all away, which is good. But yeah, we have several stores to show you several different things. It's good to have it all at the beginning. We spend about $2,000 a month in our food, and it's really hard to stay in that budget, I would say, because our milk, our raw milk that we buy is about a quarter of that budget, which is a lot of money for raw milk. Yes, it is, but it also is very worth it. Our health has improved. We really love drinking raw milk, have seen a lot of benefits from it. And we have 2 cows that are pregnant, so hopefully we'll have our own milk soon because there's more than just milk we would like to have out of that milk. We would like to have cheese and sour cream and cottage cheese and different things that ice cream. Yes, we make our own yogurt, but we don't often have enough milk to make the yogurt, so we just need like double what we're getting at least, and that is not affordable for us right now. So this is working right now, but we have a long-term plan of having our milk cows produce milk, so we'll see how that goes. We normally get 7 gallons a week, and we pay for it at the beginning of the month. And this time I asked her if there's enough for us to get 8. We bought the 8th today, but they're not sure if there's enough for us to add that to our subscription regularly, so we'll find out next week. Anyway, the 7 for this month is $490 because there are 5 Mondays this month, and so that's the highest we ever pay, although if it goes up to 8 gallons, we'll be paying more than that. So we paid an extra $15 plus almost $16 for that. It was $506 for the milk, so this times 4 basically. When you see food as medicine, it helps you to spend more money on your food budget. I have gone many years where my food budget is very little, and it had to be that way. But now that our budget is more flexible, we choose to spend more money on good quality food because it does keep us healthier, which does save us money in the end too. So we definitely have the perspective of food as medicine, and we don't want to be putting junk in our bodies all the time. So we're trying to do our best with the budget we have to eat really well, to fuel our bodies well, because we feel better that way and we stay healthier that way. Okay, next is Azure Standard. I had to go through and find everything. There was only one thing we'd already eaten completely that I can't show you. So that is crackers. It was icorn crackers. They're sea salt. They actually tasted like Cheez-Its. They were very, very good. We got 2 boxes. It was just over $8, I think, for the 2. I'm gonna give you the price breakdown on everything. Yeah, $8.83 for 4.5 ounces. Definitely not worth it, not buying those again. I think if you were just a person or two, it would be a really good deal because their ingredients were amazing. But for our large family, it's not gonna work. I am on the search for healthy crackers without seed oils in them that are a decent price for our large family, because once in a while I like to do it for lunches, snack lunches, just like crackers and cheese and fruit and hard-boiled eggs. And that wasn't it, so still on the search. Okay, so my total here at Azure Standard was $651. That's after shipping costs, but it also includes, I think, $25 in cash that I had. Azure cash, it kind of builds up as you're ordering, which is helpful for sure. First of all, we got some frozen fruit. I had 2 of each of these in my cart, and then I took those out because A, we don't have tons of room in our freezer, and B, it was just adding up a little too much. We got mangoes, which we opened last night, ate half of them, and they were so very good. Strawberries, peaches, that's our first time trying peaches, apple chunks, pineapple chunks, excuse me. Everything I've tried from them are so far superior to the store-bought frozen fruit that I buy around here, so I do like to have some around. They're all in the range of $18 to $29. Mangoes definitely being the more expensive one, and strawberries being the cheapest. So 5 pounds for each of those. They do last a while, but yeah, it's definitely on the higher side. We're hoping to get some fruit trees. Maybe this is our year. That would help us in our fruit bill. We got their cottage cheese, which I absolutely love. We got 2 6-packs of the cottage cheese. Next month I will probably buy 1, and it is a probiotic cottage cheese, stronger than the kind you get at this regular store here anyway. A little more sour, but it is probiotic. It's very good for you, and once you have that, when you try the store stuff, it is not very good. It's not very flavorful. So Belle just had it for the first time. She loves cottage cheese. She's been in Sri Lanka since we started eating this stuff. And she's like, oh, it's definitely different. But I've been eating it for months and I don't like the store stuff now. So we'll see if she ends up liking it. So I got one of the sour cream, which is also a probiotic sour cream, that same brand, Nancy's. Maybe you can find it locally, I don't know. I got a 6-pack of that. Next month I'll probably buy 2 of these and 1 of these, because we just go through about 1.5 of each, I think, a month, and that just builds it up a little. Yes, Noelle, you can. So it's also probiotic. It's also stronger, I would say, a little more sour, and it is wonderful. Love that. Usually we get like a 30-pack of these grass-fed butter, salted. Love them a lot. They discontinued the box of 30. They just had boxes of 12. So I got 2 12 packs, and they were 3 of them we've already eaten since then. I have other butter in my fridge too. I tried their vatted butter. I think the month we left, I didn't show you my grocery haul that month. That was also pretty good, but this one is still my favorite taste-wise, and the price was about the same. So I went back to this one, and when they have it in stock, I do just keep stocking up on it, because I will put the extra in the freezer so we have it when it's not available, or we need to save money that month. The sour cream, by the way, was $23. The 2 things of cottage cheese was $45. Yes, it is a lot. Remember that food is medicine thing is kind of our theme, and the butter for 24 8-ounce bricks was $87. We got 24 avocados. These are organic avocados, and I actually priced them out. They were cheaper to get from Azure Standard than Sam's Club, so that's why I went there with that. And they're better quality too. I like to put them right in the fridge just because then they'll last for weeks for us, and there's still some of them that are slightly soft, and they're good. We've eaten a number of these already. I got Dijon mustard. I wanted Dijon mustard for when I'm making mayonnaise. It's the best for making mayonnaise, which I'm doing now instead of buying. But it's also just great to have this around for different things, and the ingredients were much better than I could find anywhere else. Just distilled vinegar, water, mustard seed, sea salt, and some spices. So this is something I will start stocking up on in my pantry that I haven't before. Then I got some of their chocolate, dark chocolate. I was getting this on Amazon for a while. Then for a while I went through a phase where I just wanted peanut butter M&Ms. I am sick of the peanut butter M&Ms. I think I finally came to the end of that. The kids are amazed. It's not like I want to eat them again, but I went back to eating some of my dark chocolate that I had stored, and I really love it. And Amazon doesn't have the same brand available anymore. I wanted 80%, and so I tried this out. It is very, very good, and it's grown by small farms. It's organic, so it's actually much better quality too. The price wasn't terrible. The Dijon mustard was $8 for those 3 bottles, and the chocolate was $37 for 12 bars, but I make them last a really long time. My kids also like it. Did you guys like it that just tried it? I guess Eli's one of them.
It was great. I don't usually like dark chocolate, but that one's great.
I agree. Very good. I'll keep stocking up on this one too. We definitely don't go through one of these a month, but I'll buy them for several months just to get the stock of them again, and then maybe keep like 3 or 4 of these on the shelf, and then just buy one when we've used one up. That's kind of how I do everything around here that can be stored ahead. Just get a nice stock of it and then replace it as needed. This time I tried their raisins. They are better quality than what I'm getting around here, so I just wanted to try them out. Didn't seem like a terrible price. Do any of you that like raisins? Did any of you try them? I can't stand raisins.
I don't like any. Tastes like raisins.
Oh, okay. So no different, but it is nice because you can get them in bulk. So I will probably put these in jars, half-gallon jars, I bet, and put them on my shelf. And I might just, I probably will buy these again. This was $28 for 10 pounds. Got a big bag of their red onions. I love their onions. We just need those. We mostly love red onions the most. Got a big block of their mozzarella cheese. This would be great for pizzas and lots of things. I think their mozzarella cheese is a good price. It was $23, but it's 6 pounds. And then we got their raw cheese, which is the main cheese we use. We use it for everything, actually. We use it on sandwiches. We shred it up. This is just our main cheese. It's grass-fed, raw milk, white cheddar. And we have some blocks in the fridge from even a month or two ago. And so we're just adding this to it. I think we have a couple blocks. So six a month generally is pretty good. We do 6 to 8 a month. This stuff is not cheap. We paid $194 for those 4 blocks. This is also a switch we made several years ago that we just won't go back because it is much, much better quality. Actually, all our dairy products are really good quality now, pretty much, which is awesome, especially when we're not able to make it ourselves yet. But imagine when we're milking our cow, not only will we get our milk, it will replace our cottage cheese. Cottage cheese I've made many times from raw milk. It's pretty easy to make. It'll replace our sour cream. It will replace our grass-fed butter. And maybe eventually I can learn how to make hard cheeses. I definitely have made mozzarella many times. So that is a lot of replacement. That is a lot of cost also. Come on, cow babies. Calves. We were just talking about this dark chocolate, how good it is. Tori was asking the ingredients. It's organic chocolate liqueur, organic raw cane sugar, organic cocoa butter, organic ground vanilla beans. Oh, it's a vanilla, I bet. That's what makes it so good. But I would say it's much more satisfying than the peanut butter M&Ms. And that's the thing with most of the quality food that we buy, like the good quality. We have to eat a simpler diet, but we don't buy a lot of small things for different foods and for different meals. We simplified a lot. But it is more satisfying and tastes a lot better when we buy the good quality. Belle just got home from Sam's Club and Walmart for me, so I'm going to show you. Most of it was a pickup order, but I did forget a few things, so she had to go in too. I'll show you what all I got and try to add it all up here. Look at that monster fly. That is country living. Flies are different here. Okay, we got a lot of fruit. We've been eating a lot of fruit and meat. We all feel really good that way. Less vegetables. Lots of fruit and meat and dairy, clean, good dairy products, and sourdough. That's our diet lately, which I love. Okay, so we got a couple cantaloupes, 2 bags of plums, 2 bags of nectarines. I think this is going to take us well through the month. I'll get a lot of this in the fridge. My sad empty fruit bowls here will get totally filled up, and then anything that doesn't fit in there will go in the fridge, and we'll make it stretch to most of the month, I think. 4 pineapples. This is berry season for us, and when I didn't show you when we got home from Kenya for June, we ate a lot of berries, but they were out of strawberries, out of blueberries. So I got 4 packs of raspberries. We just open these for a snack and then devour them at once, and a couple of blackberries. So if we do go back in the store, we'll get strawberries and blueberries for sure. 1 watermelon. I took my chances letting them pick it out for me because it was a pickup order, and then 6 bags of these cutie oranges. They're 5 pounds each, and we always love those. Got some Gala apples, and they're organic. I didn't even realize that. I just went for the best priced ones that I could find, and ironically, they were organic. So we always love apples all year round, even though it's not quite apple season. We got them anyway because they always end up being one of the cheaper fruits, even if they're not in season. Lots of bananas. We use those for smoothies. Some of the kids love just snacking on them. And then we got some limes and lemons, which we have some leftover from last month that I have in the fridge. So whenever I have leftover, I do preserve them because I don't want to waste anything. It's easy to put them, squeeze them out into ice cube trays, and then we have bags of that. But we make a lot of homemade lemonade. We try to put this to flavor everything. Everything is better with lime juice, especially all Mexican type foods and a lot of Asian foods. I got 4 bags of Caesar salad kit because tonight we're going to a friend's house for dinner. They also have a large family. I don't know if they have other friends coming too, but I was told to bring a salad, and I always want to bring something. So we got 4 bags of this just to make a super easy salad. They're having Italian, so Caesar salad always goes well with that. We'll make a big bowl. We love this salad from Sam's Club. It's so good. It takes 2 of them for our family though. to eat as just a side dish. I got a lot of tomatoes because I am going to be making, and cucumbers. I'm going to be making a lot of tomato, cucumber, red onion salad with cilantro maybe, tomato, cucumber, mozzarella cheese, balsamic vinegar. I mean, this is summertime. This is when we got to eat them. So later this month, we'll probably see a lot more of this stuff at the farmer's market. But until then, for the first couple of weeks, we needed Sam's Club. I got a few bags of red potatoes. We haven't been eating as much starch at dinner, like potatoes and rice. But I do have some kids that love to use our air fryer and fry up some potatoes for lunch for themselves. And so it's great to have them around. And then if we do need potatoes for a meal, usually I do about 1.5 bags or 1.33 bags cooked up of these red potatoes. And then sometimes we can get away with just 1 bag, and we do mashed potatoes really easily just by chopping them about in half, putting them in a pressure cooker for 15 minutes with a couple cups of water at the bottom, and then mashing them up. It's a really quick side dish, but like I said, we haven't been doing that quite as often. Here's some mozzarella cheese for the salad I mentioned, and here's some goat cheese because I can find a lot of things to put goat cheese on. Oh, we also have been eating a lot of eggs, which come from our own chickens and ducks and guineas. And so goat cheese is also good with eggs. I mean, onions, tomatoes in eggs with goat cheese. It's all good. I got a couple roasts. We are really pretty much out of our whole cow that we bought, our whole beef. And we're looking for one. I think Solo told me he has one coming in August. So we have to get through July, maybe some of August, buying beef again. We have a couple roasts here. Every other Sunday I will do a roast. Hopefully it's big enough that everybody gets a good chunk of meat. But, you know, some of my teenagers, they like to go out after church on Sunday with friends. So I think this will work. I haven't bought roast from a grocery store in a long time. I also bought this box of ground beef. It's organic, which I didn't necessarily do on purpose. But I did try the grass-fed ground beef once, and it was terrible. We did not like it at all. So we do eat about 3 pounds of meat for most of the meals we make. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 meals. And yeah, that'll help us get through this month. And then I got a box. This also came as a box of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They don't always have this box available. And so this will help us with some meals too. Just making a lot of chicken curry probably, some Thai dishes with this. That just helps our meat go a lot farther, lots of flavor. We have some whole chickens from our yard still, but not that many left. So that's why we had to buy a lot of meat this time. These things are for my pantry. Got avocado oil. I think I got 1 or 2 of these last time. We've been using it for a lot of cooking. I actually like the avocado oil a lot. It can handle high heat, and it's really good for making the mayonnaise, like I mentioned earlier, because it doesn't have a strong flavor. This is just from my pantry, an extra virgin olive oil. I think I keep about 5 of these on my shelf, and I only had 4 or something. So when I'm looking down there, I always just add what I need just to keep my shelves stocked. This is a new item that I'm stocking, so I'll probably just keep getting a couple a month because I don't want to break the bank, but I do want to stock up and have a nice supply of it. Salsa here, same thing. I keep probably 8 of these packs. And I just, when I see one's missing, I add it in a new one to the back of the line. And then this is also another thing I keep well stocked. We love adding these to eggs, sometimes salads. We haven't been doing a lot of salads lately. But yeah, they make eggs much better. Oh, even we add them to mashed potatoes sometimes. So it's a great meat I can keep on the shelf. It has some sus ingredients in it, but it is what it is. We're not perfect in all our food we eat by any means. I make all our own bread, and it's all sourdough. So we're making buns and bagels and English muffins and our sandwich loaves and some artisan loaves. I am trying to make tortillas. They are not turning out very good. So I'm not going to stop trying at all. I used to buy like 6 of these or 8 of these packs a month. Well, this Friday, every Friday we have company over. We just put that day aside for company, and taco bar is like one of the easiest things you can make for company. A lot of people like it. When I mentioned that we are putting aside a day a week, I got a lot of questions of, what do you cook? That is always my question too, because I want to cook stuff that people like. If our guests are more adventurous eaters, not young kids that haven't tried a lot of things, I will do curries, like chicken curry, lamb curry, beef curry, something like that with rice. It can serve a lot of people. It's fairly easy to make. Solo cooks Kenyan food a lot. People always love it, go back for seconds. So that's a fun one, but he's been busy a lot, so I've had to come up with things that I can make pretty easily. Taco bar is a go-to, especially if it's kids coming over. I'd rather just do taco bar. So I got these tortillas just because mine are not good enough to serve to guests yet. But I'm gonna keep trying because we eat them a lot for lunches and things like that. So I keep trying them out. My kids like them okay, but they just are not great. Like they'll be too thick or they'll kind of fall apart or something. So still working on that. It's a work in progress, guys. I got these. We've been keeping these on the shelf in our house. It's basically a rule that we only take them if we're going to be out of the house because it's a packaged item and we can always find food to eat in the house. But these are definitely convenient, protein. I like the ingredients in this, no sugar added at all. And it's great to have around. This is the best price too I found on like really good quality ones, and the turkey are our favorite over the beef. I got 4 bags of them. They each have 24. They will go pretty fast. We'll definitely eat through those in the month. However, in a couple days is a holiday. I know this video will go up a little later than that because I still have another store to get to. But it's the 4th of July and we're having a bunch of people over. The kids requested this. We're gonna grill in the evening with some friends, and then we'll have more people coming over in the evening where I wanna have snacks out because we light up our own fireworks here. And last year we did it over the water. It was a big storm on the 4th of July, but after that we lit off of so many fireworks over the water. So much fun. So we have a lot of people coming over. I'm gonna have string cheese for that. I don't normally buy that anymore. But that's a nice convenient thing. We may put out some of these meat sticks. We'll have these. We'll make popcorn. We have cheese balls. And I'll probably make a big fruit salad too. So that's the plan for the snacks. Oh, and I'll put out chips and salsa, which we always keep on our shelves. So these are all just special items that we bought for the holiday. These were requests from the kids too. They said we have that every year. I do not remember that at all, but okay. My total for my pickup order was $613. Now I gotta get a hold of Belle and figure out what the other stuff was. It looks like it was $137 for what she picked up, which was just those meat sticks and the stuff for tonight and the holiday in a couple days. Okay, Belle also went to Walmart for me. This is not gonna count in my grocery haul, but I needed some jars. I love these small ones. I'm just gonna show you. We use them for drinking a lot. They are my favorite. For a little glass of milk, we put sippy cup tops on them as well. These little quilted ones, I love them. We all use them for glasses, but these tops fit on really well for peace, for a sippy cup. I'll show you. Just like that. So we needed another pack of them. We're running low. And then we got some green onions. We're always regrowing these in our windowsill too, but these are also good on everything, including eggs. And in, I like to do simple meals, but with a lot of flavor. That's what I'm focusing on. Oh, and my kids make ramen too. So we do add them to that a lot. Anything Asian I make, we're adding those. And then I got this, 3 of them. It's my favorite way to make homemade kombucha. That second ferment that you do in a bottle. In fact, here's my kombucha today. I just reuse these Synergy bottles. But you add a little juice, just like to here on the bottom, and then you add your kombucha in and leave it another 3 to 5 days after that first 7 to 10 days. Then it gets all fizzy. It's so nice. Then we put them in the fridge. Then it's a cold, fizzy drink, and it has a little pineapple flavor. The sugar in that pure pineapple juice that I get helps develop the fizz. I absolutely love it. So I needed this. We're just making a lot of kombucha these days. I guess you could say it has replaced my Diet Coke purchases. Then I also got Comet. We need this just to clean our toilets. I'm stocking up because I didn't have enough. I didn't have any left. I have replaced all of my cleaners basically with an antibacterial cleaner with hydrogen peroxide and a vinegar cleaner with lemons and limes, that kind of thing. And I just needed something to really get the toilets well. So this is probably not the healthiest choice. I don't really know anything about Comet, but I'm only sprinkling it in my toilets, and our water has something that it stains toilets very easily. So I need something that does a heavy duty job. These things are like $1.28 each. So it's easy to stock up on a lot of them, and they do a very good job. So that's what that is. These were about $14, and I'm not counting that. So with everything else, it was $34, which seems like a lot for these 3 things, but altogether I'm at $1,941. awfully close to my $2,000 total. I really don't think I'll need more of this stuff, but I did want to go to Costco still. So we'll see if I stay in budget. I think it's because it's a 5-week month. That milk, that extra week of milk is putting me over the edge here. Yeah, I have $60 left and my list at Costco is not too big, so stay tuned. Our counters and our table. Our pantry and even our wall. Our outside fridge. All of our freezers. They're always so full at the beginning of the month. And we really don't have that much room. It eats into our counter space, but it's so worth it because A, when it's out, we see it and we eat it. And B, it's pretty. Decorating with food is fun. And also, I can't wait till our new house is built and we have a lot more room to store all the food that we need. Finally, at the end of this grocery haul, I got into Costco. It's like a lot of days later. I like to get usually everything at the beginning, but not this time. I had $60 left and I really wanted brats. They were the priority and I wanted quite a few of them. These are really good ingredients. I'm happy with what they have. So I got 2 of these, and then now Micah picked out this one. He was with me, which is jalapeno cheddar. And we got this one as well. So altogether $62. So spent right to the end of that budget. I think I went $2 or $3 over because I had maybe 59 left, something like that. There were other things on my list. I just decided to stay in my budget and not get them. Are we going back for fruit? We might, but we wouldn't spend a lot on that. We'd get some bananas and berries maybe. I have quite a bit of fruit in my outside fridge still, so that's good. I'm just rotating it in as we need it. We still even have a couple pineapples left, and we've been eating a lot of fruit. I have a lot of dried fruit too, so not too worried about that. So nice to have all my food all together. Thank you guys for watching this grocery haul. Let me know if you've ever tried a once a month grocery shopping, and what are your tips and tricks to just shop once a month. I absolutely love it. It's hard for me to think about ever going back, especially as long as I have the budget at the beginning of the month to do it and the space to store it. That's the 2 important things. Otherwise, it's every 2 weeks for me. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.